It was a cold November night and Daniel Harper sat alone in his living room, the only light from the television. The house felt empty, a feeling Daniel had grown used to. 3 months earlier, his wife Emily had disappeared. Police searched, questioned Daniel, but found nothing. The case slowed. Emily became just another missing person file. Daniel told everyone the same story. She left after an argument. People believed him, or wanted to, but Daniel knew the truth. Emily hadn't left. The secret was buried beneath the living room floorboards. Daniel leaned back on the couch, closed his eyes, then his phone rang, shattering the silence. He reached for it without thinking. Unknown numbers called, often since Emily disappeared, but when he saw the screen, blood drained from his face. Caller ID: Emily Harper, his wife's number. The phone slipped in his trembling hand. "That's impossible," he whispered. Emily's phone vanished the night she disappeared. Daniel stared as it rang again. Once, twice, 3 times. Finally, against every instinct, he answered. "Hello." Silence. Then a faint voice whispered through the speaker. "Daniel." His heart nearly stopped. It was her voice. Emily. Cold. Weak. But unmistakably hers. Daniel forced himself to speak. "This isn't funny," he said. "Who is this?" The voice came again. Slow. Quiet. "Daniel." "Why are you sitting on my grave?" The phone fell from his hand. He stared at the floor beneath the couch. The same floor he had ripped open. The same floor he had sealed shut after burying Emily. The living room felt smaller, the walls closer. Daniel grabbed the phone. "Who is this?" he shouted. But the call had ended. To understand what happened, we go back. 3 months earlier, Daniel and Emily Harper had what seemed a perfect marriage. College sweethearts. They moved to Blackridge. From the outside, they looked happy. But inside, things were different. Emily started asking questions. Questions Daniel didn't want to answer. About money, strange withdrawals, and late nights. Their arguments grew louder every week, until the night everything changed. That night, Emily confronted him. Bank statements spread across the kitchen table. "You're lying to me," she said. Daniel tried to brush it off. "It's nothing." But Emily wasn't backing down. "You've spent $15,000. Her voice trembled. "Are you gambling again?" Daniel slammed his hand. "I said it's nothing." Emily stared. For the first time, she looked afraid. "I'm calling the bank tomorrow, and the police." Daniel's mind snapped. If she reported the debt, everything would collapse. His job, their house, everything. Emily turned toward the hallway. Daniel grabbed the nearest thing. A heavy metal candle holder swung on, say. The sound echoed. Emily collapsed instantly. Daniel stood frozen. The candle holder slipped. Emily, no answer. He knelt beside her. Blood on the floor. Emily wasn't breathing. Panic took over. He didn't call an ambulance or police. Instead, he made the worst decision. Daniel worked all night. He tore open the wooden floor in the living room. The work was messy and desperate. By morning, Emily's body was hidden beneath the house. Daniel replaced the boards, moved the couch, and cleaned. When police arrived days later, they searched, but they never thought to pull up the floor. Daniel believed he had gotten away with it. Until the phone call, Daniel barely slept. At 3:12 a.m., the phone rang again. Same number. Emily Harper. Daniel answered immediately. "What do you want?" The voice was clearer. "Daniel, it's cold down here." His stomach twisted. "You're dead," he whispered. Silence. Then, "I can hear you walking above me." Daniel slowly looked down at the floor, his blood freezing. The next morning, Daniel did something unexpected. He went to the police, but didn't confess. He told them someone was pranking him using Emily's phone. Detective Laura Grant took the report. She studied Daniel carefully. "Do you still have the call logs?" Daniel handed over his phone. Grant frowned. Both calls came from Emily's number, but the signal came from inside Daniel's house. That afternoon, police returned to the Harper home. They searched every room, closet, and drawer. But again, nothing. No phone. No evidence. No Emily. Detective Grant was about to leave when Daniel's phone rang again. Everyone froze. Caller ID, Emily Harper. Grant answered. "Hello?" The whisper came through. "Why won't he let me out?" Grant slowly turned toward Daniel, and that's when she noticed a faint buzzing sound coming from the floor beneath the couch. Police pulled the couch away. They pried up the floorboards, and beneath them, they found Emily Harper. Her body had been buried there for 3 months. But that wasn't the only thing they found in her jacket pocket. Her phone. The battery was nearly dead, yet the call log showed outgoing calls. Calls made only minutes earlier. Calls to Daniel's phone. Daniel was arrested immediately. During interrogation, he kept repeating, "I didn't touch that phone." Investigators checked the device. No timers, no scheduled calls. Nothing. And the final mystery. When forensic technicians removed the phone, the battery died instantly, meaning the last call should have been impossible. Yet Detective Grant still had the recording. Emily's voice whispering, "Why are you sitting on my grave?" Some believe Daniel imagined the calls. Others, someone hacked the phone. But Grant kept the recording because there was something in the background of the audio. A sound investigators couldn't explain. Soft, faint, scratching, like someone trying to claw their way out from under the floor.